There is bonus video at the end of our before and after, including the Miami City shoreline. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leaving the Florida coastline en route to the Bahamas. This distinctive color line is caused primarily by variations in water depth and phytoplankton. Our wives, on the other hand, flew commercial to the Bahamas. The longest over-water flight was only 35 minutes. Just over an hour after leaving Florida behind, it's time to drop through the clouds for our landing at Treasure Cay. Approaching Treasure Cay on Great Abaco Island, our first of 3 islands. Sadly, there were some brush fires that burned here throughout our stay. Picked up by our wives. New experience driving on the left side of the road with right-hand steering. Our very nice accommodations for the next few nights. The next day greets us with a beautiful sunrise and clear skies. Off to explore the island, which is still recovering from hurricane damage of 7 years ago. Here, we're at the very northern tip in Foxtown, Little Abaco Island. Stray fishing buoys are collected as decoration everywhere, as you'll see. This young lad gave me permission to record him fishing. This dock was teeming with fish. Unbelievable. We've often seen queen conch shells in souvenir shops, but never like this. Harvested for their meat, we encountered discarded shells in mass. Back at our beach, where past hurricanes have deposited large sand dunes, now heavily overgrown. And here is our beachfront villa. Dinner nearby at the pavilion with delicious fish tacos all around. We wake up to another perfect Caribbean day. We capped off the evening at this entertaining eatery. we're about to leave Abaco Island, but first, another plane needed rescuing from the encroaching wildfire. What the RV-10 is capable of is nothing short of amazing. Up, up, and away. We're now off to our next 4 days on the island of Eleuthera. But first, we'll fly past our villa on the way out. And here, at Windward Point during low tide, we could walk out for several hundred yards on an exposed sandbar. Driving to our villa, the roads are rough, narrow, and overgrown, but have a definite feeling of a Caribbean island. Whoa, what are we getting into? We found it, Bonefish Barbie's oceanfront glass house. Wow, the open concept, and wait for it, the view. This is incredible. The start to another great day. Here, we stopped at the Glass Window Bridge, where a wild rock formation separates the deep blue waters of the Atlantic and the Bight of Eleuthera. These two were beyond excited when I asked to photograph them. relaxing, back at our beach. Heading into town to pick up dinner. We'd ordered dinner from a local who prepares meals in her home. We declined the haircut while we waited. Some sunset photos before we head home with our dinner. So this is locally caught snapper, and Curtis shows us more of his skills. Going to be another awesome day. Curtis and I find another way to compete. Full moon to close out our last night here. I will always remember Bonefish Barbie's glass house. Sad to leave such a paradise home. Again, we fly past our villa. Here, at the very southern tip of Eleuthera, Disney's cruise ship makes a stop and enormous facilities are required for the thousands of tourists. On our way to Long Island, we flew over Little San Salvador Island and see an anchored cruise ship with tourists enjoying the resort. The mesmerizing colors of the Caribbean waters just continue to leave us in total awe, and we haven't even flown the Exumas yet. Eager to check out our beach, Curtis gets a little more perhaps than he'd bargained for. Head down to our beach to greet the sun and a new day in paradise. We head out to explore some of the dozens of beaches that surround Long Island. The roads on these out islands can be rough, but there's virtually no tourist pressure, and they come with the same beauty. Over and over, we're the only ones on the beach. It appears the Highways Department hasn't been out this way for a while, but we're about to discover a real beach gem. Best to avoid the rocks here, which are just waiting, ready to tear your skin to shreds. But the sand was beyond amazing. Love Beach, as it's named, comes complete with a long, abandoned, overgrown luxury resort. Here's the pool, complete with its swim-up bar, where we tried to order a drink to no avail. Back to the beach to enjoy the water and cool off. The swimming area is naturally protected from large waves with a small reef, which can provide its own entertainment. And yes, here we are, your models and tour guides during this video. On a side note, however, back along our villa's shoreline, I somehow feel compelled to bring awareness to the seriously disturbing sheer volume of junk floating in from our oceans. Another beautiful sunrise, and then we're off to explore more of the island. Here, a local shows us how to harvest conch. This was one of my favorite stops. This hole is 663 feet deep, and the water was amazingly clear. Just a beautiful place and virtually untouched by tourism. It's the annual site of a vertical freedive competition. The record here is 400 feet on a single breath of air. Unbelievable. And the beach here was second to none. Snorkeling here you have to experience to fully appreciate. We go to check out another attraction of years gone by, but the asphalt road simply disappears into the overgrowth, so we backtrack and walk. Coral gardens sounds so promising, but even if the water was calm, we don't know how you'd get past these razor rocks and into the water. So we're off to check out another attraction of old. Some remnants of an old house and a sign which you can pause to read if you wish. Back at our villa for a relaxing evening before we head for home in the morning. With our wives flying home commercially, Curtis and I depart Long Island on our way back to the mainland, but first we're off to fly the Exumas, the jewel of the Bahamas. Here at Stalking Island, watching my entire video of this section, I counted over 250 boats anchored here. No wonder the Bahamas is often referred to as a world's top sailing destination. This 30-acre Leaf Key was once owned by Nicolas Cage, purchased for a cool $3 million. one more pass over this $35 million island. And just down the road is David Copperfield's private $50 million Musha Key. Here, near Fowl Key, I counted another 130 boats. Here, in 1980, a pilot with a drinking problem miscalculated the beginning of the runway, seriously damaging the C-46 he was flying, and it flopped onto the shallow water offshore. No injuries. It is now a popular snorkeling site. The Bahamas, a natural paradise characterized by pristine white sand beaches and their surrounding bright turquoise waters. For 45 minutes and over 100 miles, we were mesmerized by the incomparable Exuma chain. Back to reality and headed for home. Our first interesting stop was downtown Kansas City, where this airport sits in the bend of the Missouri River. Next up, a similar airport near downtown Knoxville on Dickinson Island in the Tennessee River. Just a quick stop and we're off again. Now, to check out the Triple Tree Aerodrome and its 7,000-foot pristine grass strip, the home to numerous popular fly-ins each year. After clearing customs at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, we were granted permission to fly the Miami coastline. We turned south on our way to Key West. That's as far south as the roads go. Now, flying north along the west side of Florida. Somewhere near Pensacola. Our last stop of interest will be Dauphin Island, and this is its only connection to the mainland.